Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome back to Legends Nexus, where we dive into the latest news and developments from the world of esports. Today, we're talking about a major shakeup at Riot Games, the company behind League of Legends. Riot Games has just announced its new president, Hoby Darling, replacing Dylan Jaja, who led the company during some pretty tumultuous times. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, what's the big deal? Well, let me tell you. The esports community is already buzzing with skepticism about Darling's appointment. But before we dive in, let's take a look at Hoby Darling's background. According to Riot Games' press release, Darling comes from a pretty impressive resume. He spent over a decade working in the sports and tech industries, focusing on creativity and performance. Yeah, that sounds great, but what does it mean for League of Legends? Well, we'll get into that in a minute. So let's take a closer look at Darling's experience. It seems he held senior leadership roles at Logitech, Skullcandy/Astro Gaming, Volcom, and Nike. Now, some of you might be thinking, that sounds like a pretty impressive track record. But here's the thing, most of his experience was in brand management, not esports. In fact, when we dug up more information on Darling's background, it turns out he spent a lot of time merging genres and bringing in athletes and creators to grow brands globally. Sounds cool, right? The problem is, we're not sure how much of that expertise translates to the gaming industry. I mean, we've got professional esports teams and athletes with years of experience under their belts. Is Darling's background really going to help Riot Games navigate the complex world of competitive gaming? And then there's the elephant in the room, marketing. According to one Reddit forum post, gamers are worried that Darling's strong marketing background is going to lead to more revenue growth at the expense of the game itself. "Dude sounds like a textbook marketer," wrote one commenter. "They're probably going to keep pushing revenue growth as usual." That's a pretty valid concern, especially considering the controversy surrounding microtransactions and monetization in League of Legends. But what really got gamers talking is Darling's love for CrossFit. Yeah, you read that right. When we looked up more information on him, it turns out he's quite the enthusiast. But let's be real, not everyone's going to appreciate a CEO who's more interested in fitness than esports. So, where does this all leave us? Well, only time will tell if Darling's appointment is going to have any impact on League of Legends and its community. On one hand, we've heard positive words from the outgoing CEO, Dylan Jaja, about Darling's ability to bring out the company's creativity and focus. But on the other hand, gamers are skeptical. They're worried that Darling's background might not be enough to tackle the complex issues facing League of Legends. All we can do is wait and see how things play out. One thing's for sure, with Hoby Darling at the helm, the gaming world is going to be watching closely. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Legends Nexus. We'll keep you updated on any developments, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon to stay notified.